SoundCloud, I'm everywhere. Instagram Live, check it out if you want to. I'm just making this up as I go along. All right. I'm gonna play a little bit of a song because there's a lot of things I want to talk about. So many things. The number one thing that's caused me stress at the moment is when I'm recording this live, the technical stuff just keeps going down and stuff. And it's like trying to, how do you keep talking about something while you're also trying to learn something? I don't know. Okay, sure, we'll play this little song. And I just gotta make sure everything's working. Hopefully everything's working. All right, I'll just move on. Hey, how you getting on? All right, I have my phone on backup and all the rest of it. So this little song is going to be a little bit of what we're talking about today, which was kind of trying to do something. You can just replace veganism with whatever you want. It's basically trying to do something that I thought was impossible. And for me, that thing that I thought impossible was turning vegan, because it just seems like so hard. Like, it seems so fucking awkward and impossible. But anyway, we'll come back to that in a roundabout way. We also have some cool stuff today. As I explained before, I'm not really the best man for the job when it comes to I have some tabs open here. I got world news, I got vegan news, I got Irish news, I got two other things, which is how to, what's this one say? How to have good mental health. So I'm just going to have a look at what Yahoo answers are for these things, and I'm sure we'll see how it goes. This, by the way, I decided is a parody of a podcast, just because the legal implications and the likelihood of me saying something extremely offensive, hopefully without knowing it, are extremely high, because this is live. And so on. Sure, we'll stay on track. The next little one I have for Yahoo Answers is how to turn vegan. These are just tabs I have open. And I might open some more tabs. Sure, we'll see how we're getting on. Irish news, geez, Phil Collins is in it, about Brexit and all that crack. All right, gotta try not to be too politically correct. So one of the whole things about this podcast is showing how, this is from, I did a publicity stunt, which you can look into or talk about. Sure, flip it. I'll wear some glasses for the crack. Hopefully I have my own glasses made in the next month or two. But anyway, back to the point. I think I'll just keep flip-flopping around and we'll see how this goes. All right, fuck it. I'll go on to the song, because that's the thing I'm most scared about playing. So I haven't played the song in a while. So it's just a little bit of a something about kind of a transition of turning from an everyday meat eater. I used to, if there wasn't meat on the plate, I would not eat it. Like, I was a serious meat eater. Mad for the meat. I ate everything, all the things, and sometimes I just have meat with meat. Yeah, I'm absolutely mad for it. And if I didn't have meat with my meal, I'd be like, do you know what? I don't feel full psychologically. Because yeah. Oh, darling. Because it's just a psychological thing. It's like that, was it meat and two veg or something? I'm not talking about. Yeah, so it's just one of those things that's in society and all that crap. So this one's about, and I started watching documentaries because my best friend as a kid was my fucking dog, and I was like, the thought of like, a pig's more smart than a dog. What? A pig learns his name faster than a dog. What? I'm trying trying to not go off into an improvised rapping tangent and concentrate on what I'm talking about. All right, darling. Did I mention you look gorgeous today? Right. So whatever I was talking about, hopefully some people in the comments will tell me what, remind me what the fuck's going on. Okay, sure. I'll just keep the ball rolling and play the little song. Just gonna play a little snippet of it. Got it all like nice and recorded or whatever. It's one of the songs coming out. I too used to eat flesh off the bone like a vegetable. I too used to sedate my emotions, sterilize my thoughts, till I saw a horror show. Everyone was playing dumb. It was in the supermarket. Everyone desensitized by social standards. But politically correct, it's a fucking mess. For who? For what? So you can say I'm insane for using my brain. I know what you want, 'cause I too used to eat flesh off the bone like a vegetable. I too used to sedate my emotions, sterilize my thoughts, till I can't remember the second verse, 'cause I haven't sung this song in a really long time. I recorded all these songs a very long time ago. I hope you get the gist of what I'm saying. For what? So you can say I'm insane for using my brain. I know who you are. Alright. Goes something like that. Can't really remember how to play it on guitar because it was a while ago. I'm playing mostly piano these days. Man, I had so many crazy ideas about what to do in this podcast, but one of the themes again is like how to like build yourself up from the ground up, like because in whatever, in a year's time I'm gonna have whatever, let's say 200 fans or whatever, and in 3 years time I'm gonna have 400 fans or whatever your number is, because pretty much now I've only been going with this whole VeganSteven thing for about a month thing. It's been like carefully like planned out for ages, but yeah, I really want to talk about like I want to talk about how sometimes you have feelings and thoughts and you think you're like the only one who has them. And that is terrifying. It is fucking terrifying. For example, you could be like, fuck, I'm really scared to go into the shop. I'm always, just because I'm afraid to like make an eye contact with the cashier or whatever, or maybe like in case people are gonna think I'm a really silly person because my hair doesn't look well today, or the fucking, you don't want to bump into the postman because you hate the postman and he uses the same shop as you do. All these mad stresses and ideas just pop into your head and you're like, fuck, what was that? Is that who I am? Do these thoughts represent who I am? Who am I to just be thinking these thoughts? Thoughts can stress you out, man. There's lots of ways around it. Keeping super busy is a way of doing it, but is that just a method of avoidance? Who knows? My lights are falling down, by the way, so that's the thing that happens when things are live. Oh, how are you getting on, Mr. Light? Well, we give him a name. His name's going to be Larry Light, and he's got his own. He's doing his own thing today. He wants to be independent. He's sick of being bound by the restrictions of a light stand. Oh, darling. Yeah, live, man. Yeah, so this whole podcast is about facing your fears, man. You can see what someone's going through when they're trying to face their fears. Like the thought of going live. To be honest, I was stressing about it all last night and all this morning. I was just like, oh my God, what am I going to talk about? The podcast is a fucking hour long. What have I done? But it's really cool because even last night I was getting loads of response, like shitload of people want to be on the podcast, and they're asking like, oh, how's it work, and like all this stuff. So all right, the laptop just went for a nap there, but we're all good. Okay, we're still all good. I think Instagram is no longer working, but sure, we'll see. I'll try and fix it tomorrow or something. I just did that scary thing where you look at the clock and go, oh Jesus, I got 50 minutes left. How am I going to talk in 50 minutes? But like, I'm not like some kind of podcaster. I'm just like some everyday lad who was like, fuck it. I'm sick of life not being the way I want it. And if I take charge of my life, I can literally do fucking anything. Instead of waiting around, because I was waiting around for a good few years, folks. I was asking people to start podcasts with me. I tried out. I've been in bands. I've played all around Ireland and all the rest of it. I've played drums live. I've played piano live. I've played bass live. I've been in metal bands. I've been in pop bands. I've been in all the things. And just the people just they didn't really believe in it as much as me and stuff. And I think hopefully, I believe like motivation and stuff is contagious as feelings and emotions and all that stuff. So I'm going to be that expressive in the morning for you guys. I'm going to be a bit of an agony aunt with that positive spin. Because it's too easy to be negative, lads. It's too easy, baby. And it's a bit of a parody of myself because obviously I'm going to be a little bit more optimistic than my normal good instinct. But I'm trying to change my thought patterns from being optimistic, like thinking of the best thing that could happen, and then not dwelling on the absolute worst thing could happen. Because that's what I need to do for me to have balance in my thoughts, is to think of the best thing that could happen. So basically there's room in the world for all of us. So if you my thing was doing a podcast, releasing music. I'm gonna release a single every month. Do positive mental health because life's really hard, life's really scary, but we're all in it together. And sometimes our thoughts might scare us or whatever. Have a nightmare of a packet of ketchup chasing us down the road. We're throwing tomatoes at it and it keeps going. The dreams just keep going. Did someone say it's a coffee break? Yeah, add all these because like that's why I'm googling how to do a podcast, because I've never I have an idea of like I've only really listened to 3 podcasts in my life, like 3 people who do podcasts. Do I dare name them? Because I'm literally robbing all their shit. All right, it's the Joe Rogan podcast class, because he just fucking does what he wants. And I'm big into philosophy and existential thoughts and how the world works and just figuring out how the world works without having the ease of religion, because that can be sometimes that can be easy. Like I was even tempted to be like, do you know what? I might try out this religion crack because that seems handy. Because anytime you're like, oh, I don't know what to do about this, you can just be like, all right, I'll go to chapter 22 there. Your man was in a similar situation. What did he do? Holy Jesus, he started a holy war. I better just tell them I don't like them because I don't think I've the capabilities to start a war. and etc. Okay, I'm gonna have a look at my list. I have a list of things to talk about. Because, all right. Okay, let's see how we get on here. Therapy session. All right. So this is a live therapy session. All right. So I'm just gonna facilitate it for. We're only gonna do this for a minute or something. And I just want you to just pretend that I'm someone listening to you, like I am a real person. And even though I'm not there with you right now, just let something off your chest, I cheated on my husband there. I think I might have AIDS. Whatever you're worried about. All right, you ready? I'm like that tree, that if you're real stressed out, it's like a modern confession booth, with the old, oh Jesus, the confession box. All right, let's just focus on, okay, here we go. I'm just going to play some guitar in the background because apparently you're not allowed to have dead air in the podcast. So, but I want you to just get shit off your chest right here. All right, I've got to focus. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have happy music. Should we just see what happens? Okay. Hey, I noticed you got something on your mind, man. What's up? Uh-huh. Oh. That must be really hard. Yeah. I think you definitely need to focus on yourself a bit. And how does that make you feel? Uh-huh. Okay. Well, you're doing your best and that's all you can do, so maybe just try taking one day at a time. Because it's very easy to get overwhelmed when you start trying to figure everything out all at once. Okay, so that's it for today, the therapy session. Just remember you're a superstar. Alright, that was the end of the therapy session with the doctor of therapy, whoever that lad is. And we're back to the We're back to the podcast. I was going to talk about what guests I have booked, but suspense and surprises are good. Some of the people are into the whole plant-based lifestyle, and they got whole stories about how fucking veganism can do loads of mad shit. It can if you're about to turn diabetic, there's this lad on this is one of the last straws that made me turn vegan. I love guitar and music and shit. So there's this lad on YouTube called Will's Easy Guitar, and he was I just loved it. He just fucking chatted away, and he just didn't give a fuck. He used to be in the army and stuff, and he was an amateur comedian, and just when you're not you've had a rough day, you just want to lap something on, just chill. He's just put him on and listen to him talk about really mundane stuff about polishing your guitar finish or whatever. Anyway, he suffered from jeepers, I can't even remember, unfortunately. But one of the things, he had numerous health problems. And one of the things was he was, what's that thing called? Diabetic. He was pre-diabetic. He was about to go diabetic because he wasn't looking after himself. He was eating a few steaks. And what happened was, doctor said, listen, you're going to have diabetes the next day or something. And he was like, oh, jeez, that doesn't sound good. So he decided to do some research because that's a good way to do stuff. And he was looking up online and he was watching all these mad videos and like what to do. And he found out that you can, if you're about to be diabetic, there's lots of different types of diabetes. If you're about to become diabetic through a bad diet, sugar and stuff or whatever, you can reverse the diabetes by having vegan food. I don't really know how it works, but I think it's something to do with steaks and whatever's in meat. Who fucking knows? But yeah, some lad called Wheels Easy Guitar. There's loads of absolutely random health benefits, like I know you're much less likely to get cancer. That's one, because they give the animals loads of loads of medicine and shit to make to make sure they're gonna stay alive, all kind of antibiotics and stuff. And then the humans eat those antibiotics and steroids when they eat the cows and all that crack. So gives you the old cancer. But I really don't want to be one of those lads who just goes, turn vegan because look at this fucking mad, horrible image of loads of blood and I'm gonna try and scare you into turn vegan. Like, you do whatever the fuck you want, man. I've only been vegan like in the later like half of my life or whatever, so you do whatever the fuck you want, man. This stuff's not just for vegans. Oh god, primary audience. But sure, I'm not gonna kick you out. Like, I was at this abortion rally. Jeez, I really shouldn't talk about abortion. Okay, let's rewind. Okay. We're back to PC land. It's family friendly. All right, I'm gonna have a look at these little tabs, and I'm gonna look up with you guys how to do a podcast because I don't know how to do one. I'm gonna look up world news, vegan news. I just literally have tabs open here. I didn't put really any work into this, so sure, fuck it. We'll see what happens. We're in this together. I've just run out of coffee, so oh Jesus, I might be getting thirsty and my energy levels might stop dropping, baby. Oh, they might stop dropping, oh my lord. Okay. Cheapers. What news will I start with? Oh geez, same stuff as yesterday. Some lad's still going on about getting a bit of meat in his pizza. Oh jeez. I'm vegan for the animals, by the way. A lot of people are vegan for different reasons. Some people are because they want to look good. They want to look good, girl. I want to look good. Some people are because they want to look good. Apparently it stops the aging process. It's better for your skin, all that shit. Yeah, so the vegan positivity thing. My plan is there's a lot of posters, like when you're walking in the city centre, there's loads of people going like, and I'm fucking with them. Like I've done it many times before. So I see where they're coming from. You're holding up these posters trying to scare people into turning vegan. You're like, oh jeez. But I think it'd be nice to try it out anyway. Wouldn't it be fucking awesome instead of it was loads of people shouting at you going, oh, do this, if it was and starting fights, if it was just like some people like fucking singing a rad gospel song and they changed one or two of the words to veganism, people started to sing along. It's like this song's a fucking rocker. I can get into this fucking jamming. Get down. Oh good god, it's fucking rocking, and they're like, oh shit man, yeah, it's my fucking jam. There, Paulie, come on over here, let's get some cans going. This fucking bring the barbecue over. Let's go. Start cooking fucking steaks and all the rest of it. They're having a great time. This vegan pop music's fucking class. That's day one. A few months down the line, they're like, geez, I had a fucking class time dancing with those vegan lads. Them lads know how to party. Or whatever you're fucking into. Or geez, I had a real nice conversation with those people. They seem to know what's up. Like they're not. I thought they were big moany whingers, those vegans, but they're actually they're pretty down to earth, man. They're just fucking people like you and me. Anyway, they keep listening to the fucking. They keep being like, oh, geez, this thing looks good, and eventually they'll have positive thoughts about veganism, not necessarily because they feel guilty or have been pressured into it. It's because they really fucking want to do it. They think it's fucking cool. And then they're like, be like, hey man, I'm fucking really cool, you know, I'm actually vegan. Yeah. And then maybe down the line, because right now it's awkward being vegan, but I think in 20 years time, I think if you're not vegan, it's going to be fucking awkward. People be like, have you heard about Pauline? Oh my lord. She's still eating burgers. I don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen? I'm just speaking out of my arse here. I'm just making up shit as I'm going along. It's a parody of a podcast. So the #1 vegan lunchtime podcast. Alright. I'm jumping around, keeping it real. Okay, we talked about some guests. Yeah, there's some guests that were emailing me about, like, you know, working out, being like vegan fucking vegan bodybuilders and all those. Some people are company owner. They're starting a vegan company, or they have fucking whatever. They're doing the whole vegan business thing. And all that, you know? So I have here world mass, which I think is me trying to say world news. In case you don't know, I am the most dyslexic person who's ever lived. Apparently I'm in the top 2%. So I never did well in exams. Boo! All right, let's find out how to do a podcast. All right, because to be honest, I don't know anything about the news, but sure, we'll see what happens. How to turn vegan? Oh Jesus, that seems a bit heavy. How to have good mental health? Yeah, we'll talk about that in a while. Irish news, world news, vegan news. Oh man, where's How to Tell a Podcast gone? All right, hang on. Stay with me. How to do a podcast. All right, so maybe I'm just doing Yahoo Answers, and if anyone doesn't know about Yahoo Answers, it's better facts than Wikipedia. It's you can get your CNN, your RTE, your BBC, your UTV, your ESB bills, your USB keys. This is how it's done. All right, so here we go. I've never looked this up before, so we're gonna have a look at how to do a podcast. Maybe I'll pick up some stuff. Maybe I'll be like, oh, that's what a podcast is. All right, let's see. What do we need? Oh Jesus, it's going on about monthly podcast listeners. Some website called Audio Blogger. Oh my lord. Use multiple microphones. Use Audacity. Alright, got something a bit more interesting here. It's just literally going into the technical stuff, which is not, all that interesting. Record over Skype. Yeah, the way I'm doing the interviews with people is over Skype, so I'll be talking to people in Los Angeles and Brighton anyway, because they have big vegan scenes, and then depending on who the DMs come in, you got DM me if you want to be on the podcast. To be honest, most people I won't say no to many people because just starting out and all that, it's not terribly exclusive, like, and here's another mad one. I don't know many vegans. There you are. I don't know many vegans. Most of my friends think the vegan thing's a bit odd. They're like, oh Jesus, what's that about? Some of them are like, oh yeah, fair play, but they kind of like go, ooh, I don't like that. Which is fine. I used to think the same way a few years ago. So I'm recording over Skype so I can have the chats with anyone in the world. Editing your podcast. Let's see what it says about here. Importing clips. Oh Jesus! All right. Is there anything interesting here about like what's to talk about? Because I don't really care about all this technical stuff. After you publish, how do you promote it? Jesus. It says you have to sign up and try to get listeners. So I don't know how that works. Try to get listeners. Okay. This isn't as good as I thought it would be, to be honest. I clicked into the wrong thing. I just wanted some, normally it's just like someone who's like, okay. Here's some stuff it says. Choose your niche podcast. So, all right, VeganSteven. So I guess it's the vegan market. I also want to do the positive, I just want to do positivity and motivation. Positivity, motivation, positive mental health, which kind of calls on to that same thing. And then positive veganism, because that's what I believe in, darling, but do what you want to do. Choose your name. Okay. The name of this is... That's #1 lunchtime vegan podcast is, yeah. Theme music. Okay, I guess we better come up with that now. Any ideas? It's VeganSteven with the #1 lunchtime podcast. Don't trust him, he's very racist and intolerable of other people. Oh, what will he do next? He's live, etc. All right, that's the theme song out of the way. Grand. Design doesn't really say. All right, hang on. It says design, so maybe that's some kind of logo thing. Well, I already have my logo sorted out. It's a minotaur, which represents the beast inside every human. Represents like depression within humans. Represents the old Greek mythology story, which was like there was this beast trapped down underground or something, and then he was having sex with all the women, something like that, because they all wanted a bit of the beast, a bit of the animal. So then I think the men in the village were really annoyed about all the women going down there and having sex with this lad with a bull's head. So I think it might have been in a maze or something. Sure, who knows? This is what a lad in a pub told me once, so I could be wrong about this. All right, so anyway, he goes down, and he's like, listen, stop riding our women, or I'll fucking give it to you. And he was like, oh, I'd be into that. You look tasty, or whatever. And anyway, he killed him. He killed the Minotaur because he wanted to symbolically kill the animalistic nature in humans. It's some kind of metaphor by the Greeks or something. Or something like that. I haven't really Googled it yet, but that's what it means to me. So best of luck to you. I have an ancient symbol. It's from the zodiac. It's like some kind of minotaur thing. So it's basically like an outline of a minotaur, a man's like muscly body with fucking man's muscly body with a bull's head. I got that out of a symbol book because I read that Prince modeled himself on some kind of sex god, and he used like the infinity symbol. He used some ancient like symbol as well. So yeah, if someone's planning on suing me, that's what pretty much my number one fear. Fuck, people sue me. But sure, we'll see what happens. Just afraid of saying something. All right, pick a hosting divider. Yeah, I tried to pick that last night. I was trying to. All the hosters just have the best one I can find. You're only allowed to upload 2 hours of podcasts a week. And sorry, darling, that's not enough for me. So, because I need 5 days in a week, 5 hours. I'm hopefully taking weekends off, Saturday and Sunday job, so I don't lose my mind. But I think in the short term, I'm gonna upload it every day. I think. Do you know what? I think on the weekends I might upload ones that aren't live. You know what I mean? Upload ones that aren't live. Give myself a little break because I don't want to lose my mind. Okay. What do we have? Battle on seat perfect. Oh yeah, battle. Oh yeah. So another theme. So many themes, man. There's so many themes. This is so fucking deep, man. I know. I'm a deep kind of guy. I'm a deep guy. All right, here we go. The theme. Oh yeah. There's a thing I battle with perfectionism, which is mad because you know what? You need a certain level of perfectionism so that people know you're serious and so on. And it's nice to have perfect products. It is, but perfectionism stands in the way of good or something like that. And I'm trying to just fucking do this and not wait for it to be perfect, because I could be waiting around the rest of my life. And the point I was making earlier was that you got to make your own look, because I was trying out podcasts with different people and it wasn't working out. I tried to get on other people's radio shows. They didn't write back. Oh my God, they didn't write back. And yeah, I think I emailed 110 radio stations. And I think I got two replies saying, oh yeah, we'll totally like listen, we'll totally like check you out or whatever. And that, like, they never got back to me, which is like what you have to do. Like, you got to go knocking on people's doors and you got to listen to people telling you to go away. You got to have some absolute hardcore haters, because when you have haters, you know you've made it to the first level of success. Because some people will fucking love you and some people will hate you. So yeah, I was chasing perfectionism. The album, which is called Positive Mental Health, which is coming out in the next. It's coming out very soon. I said the next 48 hours. Like, it's done. I just need to tidy up the artwork a little bit, and so on. And DM me if you shared it, but I didn't send it to you, just because I'm still figuring out the whole technical side of stuff. Yes, this is a battle against perfectionism, because people wait around waiting for stuff to be perfect and wait for the stars to align and someone to say, do you know what? You should start your own podcast, man. You got something to say. But that's not how life works, man. You got to start it yourself. You got to build shit from the ground up. And you got to, if people aren't aligning with that in your life, if someone's constantly saying, like, oh, Jesus, that VeganSteven, man. He doesn't know whichever. If they're not filling you up with the fucking good vibes, maybe you need to see a little bit less of them. Oh, I said it. Surround yourself with positive people is very class. It's not necessarily about cutting out the people who aren't like positive. It's just about seeing like a little bit more of those positive people than the negative people, just so you have balance in your life, because it's very easy to get caught. You watch the RT News, or RT News is the Irish radio station, and it just goes like negative. It just goes on about like these people died. Here's what's going on in the world. They go, hello, here's exactly what's going on in the world, or whatever. The world's fucked. World's fucked, and if it doesn't explode because of nuclear bombs, it's going to explode because we killed the planet or whatever. Some lads down the road from you died, and you're going to die as well at some stage. What else is the news shot on about? Oh yeah, they have The Voice. What was it? Here is the weather, and You just say whatever you want with that melody, and it just sounds like the news. Oh, let's try it out. I was watching the vegan podcast there, and it was very ordinary. More ordinary than you'd think. He said that he was doing it to promote mental health, but the audience were skeptical. Here is a picture of him when he was in primary school, and he just peed his pants. This picture has gone viral on Twitter, etc. I don't even know what voice I'm using there. If you like water, you can have some of this hot shit. This is exclusive now, all right? So don't go fucking around. I don't fuck around with any fucking. I don't fuck around with any Dutch Gold. I don't fuck around with any. What's that expensive shit that you? I don't fuck around with champagne, man. I'm all about that Tesco lemon and lime fizzy water. I think it's 30 cents in Tesco, and because that's what I'm all about. Apparently, it has aspartame in it. And I could go on a rant about Coca-Cola right now, but I'm not going to. About aspartame and how allegedly they tried to make it so they wouldn't have to put it in the ingredients, and how allegedly aspartame causes like spontaneous retardation in quotes, because I don't use that word or whatever. All right, battle with perfectionism, yeah. So you can just see someone just getting on with it, you know. And it's live, because do you know why it's live? Because if it wasn't live, I would be editing this down for the next few weeks, and it would never get released. So, yeah, looking forward to having some actual human guests. I'm going to call every guest Doctor. So I'll have Dr. Murphy on, I'll have Dr. Coakley on, because everyone is an expert at something. Whether it's you're really fucking good at... Jesus, why do I have to go into examples? Oh, God. Maybe you're fucking epic at sewing. Maybe you're fucking epic at kid psychology, you know how to talk to fucking, you're a good mom and you know how to listen to your kid and other kids. Maybe you're fucking unreal at gardening. Everyone's got their own thing. I hope, yeah. All right, that sound, by the way, is rain. It's raining in Ireland. I fucking love the sound of rain, because the thing is, it's so relaxing. Dr. Turnbull told me this before. He said the rain is relaxing because it tells you that there's water nearby, so you won't fucking starve to death from lack of water poisoning. It means basically you're going to be alright. You got water for the next 3 days. You can survive for the next 3 days with just water or whatever. Yes, that's what Dr. Jeez, what's his name? Dr. Turnbull told me. Alright, let's move on. So the weather, there's a 98% of rain today in Ireland, and it's lashing rain. So that's the weather from Ireland. Okay, we're looking up what are the 5 signs of good mental health. What is good mental health? How to improve your mental... Okay, that sounds good. Why is mental health important? Okay, let's see what this one says. This one says 9 ways you can improve your mental health. All right, that sounds good. Okay. Tell yourself something positive. Research shows that how you think about yourself can have a powerful effect on how you feel. That's number 1. Okay. Here's number. Oh, Jesus. Number 2. I'm trying to get all the. Oh, Jesus, keeps dragging me all around the world with these things. Into a big article. Oh, Jesus. All right, number 2. Write down something you're grateful for. Number 3. Focus on one thing, be in the moment, be mindful of the present, let go of negative or difficult emotions. I'm reading Psychology Today, by the way, .com. Pay attention to physical sensations, sounds, smells, tastes, and experience help you to focus. When your mind wanders, you just bring it back to what you're doing. All right, exercise. I'm big. Exercise is fucking unreal, man. It's hard to be stressed when you're fucking when you've just been jogging for an hour. You're just like, oh, you're never doing that again. You're not thinking like, oh, the wife is making me put out the fucking bins again. I'm not happy about that. All right, exercise. Your body releases stress relieving, mood boosting endorphins before you can work out, which is powerful exercise, and it takes the stress, anxiety, and depression. Look for small ways to add activity into your day. Aim for 30 minutes of body to produce vitamin D or something to it. Thing. Eat a good meal. Yeah. I always forget to fucking eat. Like I don't know. I get hangry, really hangry, which means hungry and angry. I just go like, no, I'm not hungry, and then I eat a big meal and fall asleep. So for me, that's something I'll have to work on. You know, just eating at regular times, because I'm always just so into what I'm doing. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I used to eat loads of sweets all the time, but then I kind of cut that out. And now, sure, look. Okay, eat a good meal. What you eat nourishes your body, whole body, including your brain. Carbohydrates in moderate amounts increase serotonin, a chemical that has been shown to have a calming effect on your mood. I've only got 12 minutes left, so I'm going to fucking speed this up. Open up someone. Oh, Jesus. But what if they don't think I'm cool? Hey. All right, we're still going. Okay. Man, I'm so paranoid something's going to go wrong with this podcast. I record on my phone and other devices. All right, here we go. Open up someone. Man, I'm bursting for the toilet. Which is something that happens when you get stressed. Maybe. I got the old IBS, which is incredibly embarrassing. But I think it's very important to be fucking honest, because some people would fucking. I've hid my whole life to the point where I would deny having to go to the bathroom all the time. But I think it's very important for me to be honest and just say, listen, I have it. Because then there are people like, oh fuck, I have it as well. I don't want anyone to know. Or else, if they don't want other people to know they have it, they might just be like, should I give it a like or whatever? I don't know. It's very, very. I was coming up with all these things like, what character will I be on this podcast and stuff. But it's going to be a lot less stressful, a lot more honest and genuine, and all the rest. And if I just be myself, which is the scariest thing to do. All right, what have we got now? Open up someone. Knowing you are valued by others is important to helping you think more positively. Plus, being more trusting can increase your emotional well-being. Your emotional well-being, because as you get better at finding positive aspects in other people, you will become better at recognizing your own. Yeah, man, I need. Did not do my vocal arms this morning. Anyway, so look, this is the battle against perfectionism. My throat is so dry. Anyway, I want to give him a really dry hand job. I hear he likes it really. I hear you like it really dry. Oh, that is a man's worst nightmare. All right, where are we going? Do something for someone else. Here. Barely got time to take care of myself. All right, same chords, different chords. Do something for someone else. Research shows that being help to others is being beneficial on how you feel about yourself. Oh, damn. Being helpful and kind and valued for what you do is a great way to build self-esteem. The meaning you find in others helps you enrich your own life. Okay, do something special for someone else or something. All right, take a break. Oh shit, I've only got 8 minutes left. Oh, fuck. Oh man, right, take a break. Take a break. In those moments when it all seems like too much, step away and do anything that was stressing you out until you feel better. Trying to read the next line there. Sometimes the best thing to do is the simple breathing exercise. Your eyes can take 10 deep breaths for each one. Count to 4 as you inhale. Hold it for a count of 4. Then exhale for another 4. This works wonders immediately. Holy God. Apparently, how you cope with being on long plane journeys, if you've like a fear of claustrophobia, is you do maths. Apparently, maths is the only thing that works. So you just get a book of like addition, and it works. And I know what you're thinking. I want to do Sudoku instead. It doesn't work. Only like I don't know what kind of maths thing. It's just a bit like 12 12s or 144 kind of stuff. Okay. Did you know I wasn't allowed to play music in my own secondary school? I wasn't allowed in the secondary school choir. I wasn't allowed in the primary school choir. So if I can just sing, like, I'm incredibly dyslexic. So if I can just read that and improvise a song over it, you can do anything you want. Like, anything you want. I couldn't even sing and play guitar for the first 6 months. I was trying to play guitar. Okay, here we go. Last one. We're only got 4 minutes left. Jesus. Go to bed on time, alarms. Body of research shows that sleep deprivation is a significant negative effect on your mood. Try to go to bed each day to have a regular positive mood. Practice good habits to get better sleep. These include shutting down all screens for the last hour before bed, using your bed only to sleep, relaxing activities, and restricting caffeinated effects, drinks for the morning. Man, this psychology today knows what it was. One or two bits. Okay, so a little bit of housekeeping. Maybe we'll do a little summary of what we did today. Okay, vegan podcast every day at lunchtime, maybe not weekends. On the weekends, I'll probably have a pre-recorded one. I'll probably be interviewing a lot of musicians, for backstage at gigs and stuff. I'll be rubbing shoulders with some people who are in the music scene and so on. I'll be playing vegan coffee shops and so on. My acoustic guitar, so I'll be interviewing people like vegan chefs and so on. Because a lot of these things won't have an opportunity to go live. Because I won't be able to interview them just at 1 o'clock, you know what I mean? So maybe the Skype calls and everything might have to be pre-recorded. I think it might be cool if I do the first 40 minutes live, or maybe, and then have a 20-minute pre-recorded interview at the end, maybe. I might play a little song of some kind at the end. I don't know. So today with the therapy session, we talked about the guests. We did not touch on world news. Let's see what's going on there. We talked about vegan news. They're still going on about pizza. And vegan news, world news. World news. Okay, what's going on today? Boris Johnson trapped in No 10. What the fuck's that mean? Oh, number 10. He's trapped in number 10. Friday briefing. I think they're probably still chatting about this Brexit crack. Who knows? Former Miss Iran stranded in Philippines airport pleads for asylum. Okay. This is from The Guardian or whatever. Jesus. International headlines. I should have checked that one out. This is independent.ie. If there's a website you guys like to get your news, let me know, and I'll use that as an influence on where I got my news for the podcast. EU's ambassadors to decide length of Brexit extension next week. I don't know anything about Boris Johnson's politics, but I love him as a public figure, as in he just winds people up and he makes tea for the fucking the paparazzi and stuff when they're asking him all mad questions. I know you're not allowed to talk about politics, but just if he wasn't a politician or whatever, just like if he's basically, I'd like to meet up with him and go for a pint with him because he just seems like good crack. All right. So if you want to be all weird about that, do whatever. All right. I also got to stay very positive and not be, worried about there's going to be some amount, I'm going to attract some serious negative press because just for saying I'm vegan, people are going to be like, do you like meat? Do you? Oh, eat this burger. So we'll see what happens. All right. How to be vegan. Talked about that. No, I didn't talk about that. Guess I'll talk about that the next one. Right. Back to world news. Okay. 2 minutes left. Irish news. Parnell and Michael Collins. What's the thing for Brexit? Okay. Irish news. Tyrone Club All-Star Team. Fair play, Tyrone. They love doing this as an ad for something that is pretending it's news. It's literally an ad for a telephone company that's pretending it's news. So that's a snaky bit of work they're doing there. They got those advertising dollars. Trump to cancel government subscriptions to New York Times and Washington Post. Okay. Democrats, this looks like American news, which is fine, but I'm looking for world news. North America. Sources of priests are accused of abuse in new probe. 166 children have been sexually abused. Oh, Jesus. At the hands of 43 Roman Catholic priests in Colorado since 1950. Yikes. Yeah, that's something rampant in Ireland anyway. In the past, please God, I hope it doesn't go on anymore, but sure, look, I like to believe the best in people. Far exceeding the scale previously documented by the state. Yada, yada, yada. Geez, Weinstein. Oh, Jesus. It says North America. Weinstein and lawyers accused of using spies to smear accuser. And has a picture of Rose McGowan. It's just a lad. I've never seen any of this before, so I'm just literally scrolling and saying the first thing that comes to mind. North America, Hill admits relationship campaign. All right, and there's also floods strike in France, Spain, Italy. What does that mean? fatal floods strike in France, Spain, and Italy. FATAL must spell fatal. Several people have died. That's not good, and others are missing after torrential rain caused by flooding. Jesus. Well, that's Europe, so I guess it's oh shit, I'm 1 minute over time. Yeah, it's raining buckets here in Ireland, so must be raining everywhere else. Okay, listen, I gotta go. All right, I've got shit to do. I got a plan for the next podcast. I got to book guests. You can listen to this on fucking SoundCloud. You can watch this live on YouTube. The videos are also there. I did a publicity stunt where I locked myself in a garden shed for 24 hours, listening to the same music on loop to promote positive mental health. So you guys could watch a live art installation of someone going from positive mental health. I went in there super motivated and pumped, and I came out not being able to think at all. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't focus. I couldn't learn anything. And constantly under stress of just trying to. The technical difficulties kept happening. I didn't even know how to do a live stream. I was trying to learn that as I went. I ended up doing like a fucking 8 or 9 hour improvised guitar solo to stop myself losing my mind because I did the whole thing standing up. Because if I tried to sit down, I just started to fall asleep. So standing for 24 hours. I was allowed to have up to 5 minutes for toilet breaks. I was listening to the same music on loop, and I started to lose my mind, man. As you can see in the thing. Okay, that's everything. Over now. Thanks for your support. 3 minutes over. All right, I'm gone. I am gone. How do I turn this off? Goodbye. End stream. Are you sure you want to end stream? Yes.